Alderman Donna Kuzemchak running for her fourth term. You're the lone vote on one of the three annexations, the northern annexations, another issue that, could get hotter as, I guess, if Friends of Frederick do a petition drive and try to take them to referendum. Some people think that they're actually going to be at the polls tomorrow trying to get signatures. Why did you vote against the one annexation, and which one was that? Was that the Crum one?
I did. I voted against Crum, but at the meeting that night I said, I wanted to vote against the Summers annexation real bad. It's not one that I really wanted to come through. However, the neighbors asked for certain changes, and they gave everything. The Summers family put all kinds of conditions on that annexation, and there was no possible way I could say to them, okay, the neighbors want this, 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 and this. Oh, you gave it to me. Now I'm going to say no. I didn't think that was fair. I was told it could be political suicide, but you know me, I just do what I believe is right, not. Well, I don't play politics.
You probably haven't voted for too many annexations over your career.
No, actually, I have. actually, in this term, I have. Okay. The second one, the Crumlin one, there are some serious problems with schools, and there are serious problems with roads, and I do think that it could have been talked about a lot more. When we made the decision to talk annexations closer to the election, I didn't realize we were talking this close to the election.
Should it be this close?
Absolutely not. No way. And I would never again vote to take annexations or comprehensive plans through an election process. It was proven during the last election that it just makes it political. That's all it does.
All right, talking with Alderman Donna Kuzemchak running for her fourth term. Do you have a website, Donna?
I do, www.kuzemchakcampaign.com.
All right, Alderman Donna Kuzemchak in her third term running for her fourth. Primary election day is tomorrow. Again, if you are a Democrat or Republican registered in the city of Frederick, please make sure you vote. But also make sure that you know your polling place also. And I'm sure I don't know if you're getting inundated, but they can call City Hall, correct? Or I guess should they call?
Absolutely. Or get on the city website and they're marked.
So make sure you know your polling place. You have, what are some of the things you want to put forward in your fourth term if you're reelected?
There's a couple of things that I already have forward that haven't been voted on yet in the last couple of months. A possible rental registration / licensing ordinance, a possible parking ordinance, and a charter change that the alderman actually, gave a straw poll to go through, yet hasn't been brought forward for a vote. You and I both know that the city doesn't work the way a lot of people think that it does. The strong mayoral system permits the mayor to do a lot without the consent of the Board of Aldermen, and permits the mayor not to do stuff that the Board of Aldermen has voted to do. So the change that I brought to the charter was a 4/5 vote would force the mayor to move forward, either with a hiring or something that was put in the budget by the Board of Aldermen, because the budget is the biggest control the Board of Aldermen has.
So you want to give the board more power with the supermajority?
Absolutely. I want to give the board more power with the supermajority. I think that the citizens think that. And to be honest with you, listening to some of the candidates, they think that we already have that too, but we don't.
Rental registration. Now, I'm not against it. It would pertain to me. I just hope that it takes care of the problem that people, in other words, we have property in Montgomery County. They just send us a bill and we write a check with a rental registration. Hopefully, I guess, in the city of Frederick, I know that you're trying to address some issues.
Yes.
Hopefully that, however that's crafted, that you all get good legal advice so you can take care of the problem that you're attempting to take care of. And I guess that would be getting entry into the house, and that's the major issue, isn't it?
That is the major issue. And the problem with registration as adverse to licensing, registration doesn't necessarily allow you entrance into the house. We just got the legal opinion on this late last week, that just signing a registration paper does not give you automatic entry into the house. You still would have to get a search warrant. You still would have to go through everything that the code enforcement guys go through now trying to get entry into the house, which is pretty outrageous many times. So I'm afraid licensing is going to be the only way to go.
And then you talked a little bit about the charter change. A lot of people do not understand is when the mayor presents a budget, that the aldermen can add and subtract, but they have to do it equally so it's balanced. And then obviously they have to be able to beat the mayor's veto.
Absolutely. They have to be able to. But that supermajority should be able to hold. If there's a supermajority that passes that budget, then that supermajority should be able to force the mayor to follow that budget. That's the whole purpose in having a supermajority of the Board of Aldermen in the first place.
What have you been pleased with this administration? I guess, what have you been pleased with your 4 years of service in this past term?
I've been pleased with how we've moved forward on road projects. I think that we've done a good job on that. And I personally have been very pleased about the Hargett property. I spoke to Jim Grimes when you and I were in office together about buying that property. We could have gotten that property for $8 million. Yep. It would have been a good deal back then. I wish we had done it back when it was a much better buy than what we got it for this time. But I do think that it can provide an economic tool for this end of the city. I think it can provide places for people to go and excellent fields for people to come here and have tournaments instead of us having to go everywhere else to have those tournaments.
Well, as you know, that your first term, I came from Parks and Rec, so I served on that commission. But I don't think people truly know the lack of fields and the need of fields in the city, especially the impact we get from county organizations that they're just looking for some place to play. Mm-hmm. So I do think that in the end that the years down the road, the Hargett's going to be something that this administration is going to get a lot of credit for. Mm-hmm. And then of course you've got East Street Extension going to be opening, which I don't think people truly comprehend how that's going to change the gateway to the city. I'm
not sure any of us truly comprehend how that's going to change the gateway to the city, but I certainly hope it works the way we saw it. Back when we were looking at it, that it alleviates some of the traffic on Market Street, and I hope that it doesn't make East Street that nasty corridor that some people are thinking it's going to.
All right, give your website one more time, or if someone wants to contact you if they have a comment or a question.
My website is www.Kuzemchak KuzemchakCampaign.com, and they are welcome to contact me there or at dkuzemchak@comcast.net.
All right, and if someone's listening, give them the hard sell of why they should elect you to a fourth term.
I think that you should elect me to a fourth term because I know what I'm doing. I'm not afraid to ask the tough questions, and I think that I'm knowledgeable and willing to work and listen to other people. I do not think you should vote just for me. I think that you should vote for a group of officials who will work together, because one alderman cannot do it. You have to have a group of people who are going to work together to bring forward the changes that you want.
All right, Donna, thanks for coming in and talking to us.
Thank you.
We'll take a quick break, come back with our next candidate running for